Good afternoon and welcome back to the Curling Champions Tour live production here in Baden, Switzerland at the Baden Masters. I'm Mark and next to me is Roger, which knows the team, the Cruz, very well. How are you, Roger?
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm great, thanks. How about you?
Well, it's fine. It's a great game. We are expecting here about against two teams in a way that they know each other very well, but they are on the top level of curling. So we are glad to have you here and hope for a good game.
Yeah, well, indeed, we can be looking forward to that game, which is opposing two of the strongest teams, I think, of the tournament already for in the round robin. Later tonight, we'll have already the quarterfinals. As we know, actually, there's 20 teams participating in that tournament. There are 4 groups of 5 teams, so they all play once against each other. And the 2 first are qualified for the quarterfinals tonight.
And this is the last round robin. They had each 4 games, and some groups are already decided. We will keep you informed. For the moment, I mean, we focus on this great game. As we said, they are the first time here challenging each other in Baden, Switzerland. Both teams have some small changes in their team setup. I mean, new teams this year. So you know Team De Cruz very well.
Well, yeah, always the second changing. So before there, for the last 2 seasons, there was Dominic Merki, then another season Gilles Ville, and then before myself. And now this year they have a really good player playing second now, Claudio Petz. Who was last year playing with the team Sven Michel, and now this year is playing with Team De Cruz from Geneva. So last year Claudio Petz was in Sochi with Team Sven Michel. He was alternate with Team De Cruz in, at the World Championships, but actually a European champion, and all those tournaments were actually also played with Benoit Schwartz, who was alternate when Sven Michel was representing Switzerland in the international competitions.
And the Swedish setup is actually new too. I mean, we know them from last year. We know Oscar Eriksson, we know Niklas Edin, and now we see them playing together.
So now already both teams are actually already qualified. I think they want to also have a good game, so a lot of frees, lots of rocks and plays just right from the start already. And there's Claudia Petz getting ready in the hack, trying to bump a bit of rocks around, get a few better angles. Looks like they're just going to try and hit the red one at the back, roll a bit to the side. They have the last rock.
Okay, backline. 10. 10. Un peu plus. Backline. Traverse. Backline. Plus.
So now Claudio has to take some French lessons to communicate with them.
Well, actually, he speaks already quite good French. So far it's been fine. Benoit speaks very good German.
Yeah.
Peter and Valentin speak quite well, but they especially can understand quite a lot. So now with playing all those tournaments in the German part of Switzerland after a while, you get used to it. So a good shot actually from Petz, and now Alexander Lindstrom playing the hit.
So Alexander Lindstrom played with the team of Oscar Eriksson. He's a silver medalist of the world champion. Did a very nice tournament in Peking. And actually they see each other again, because I think their last game they had was in Peking, the semi-final,
Beijing,
which was an interesting game in a way that Switzerland had to fight all the time. They had to come from back and try to equalize, but the Swedish were very. I mean, it was a very smart.
Yeah, I think Eriksson had an amazing game, and yeah, they ended up in the final, and Team de Cruz ended up actually winning the bronze medal after that loss against Sweden in the 3-4 game. So.
It's a nice rock, nice curl. You can see that the ice is very smooth, and as you said, it's for our first end. It's very interesting situation we have. Maybe, as you said, it's the reason that both are qualified. So we're gonna see a spectacular curling offensive on both sides in a way that they like to show us something, right? So now Oscar Eriksson playing third, as he used to play skip in his original team.
Han ligger där. Nära 12. 12. Nära. 12. Bara köra. Hårt! Ner Dutta, kom igen. Ner Dutta. Kom igen, behåll linjen på den. Behåll linjen på den. Kom igen, kom igen, kom igen, kom igen, kom igen, kom igen. Kom igen, kom igen. Perfekt så. Ja.
Good freeze there.
Håll i.
So looking a bit at the situation, there are not so many rocks left. I think red one is still white, the yellow one is shot. So
yeah,
it will be difficult because suddenly now if there's a bump, suddenly the red one would get shot. Huh?
Well, actually, the angles are not so bad for Peter. Wonder if he wants to come just a hack weight.
Meaning the risk is that his own yellow will get out of the house. Right? But on the other hand, actually the red one will go on the right side, so he will be wide open. Huh?
Yeah, so they're playing a hack weight.
Ça devrait curler à la fin. Attention! Attention! Non. Ça devrait curler là. Ouais, là, ça curle.
Well, and this is not enough, huh?
I think it probably wanted to curl a little bit more, but it's actually okay. Benoit seems reasonably satisfied with it.
I think the game is open for both sides, right? I mean,
yeah, nothing changed particularly, but I think that de Cruz is in a better situation so far. He has those two rocks in the control zone in front of the 4 foot on the center line. So, I mean, even if Edin ends up taking the shot there, I mean, those two rocks are still there, and Peter has the last rock. So, I mean, they're in a pretty good situation, I think.
I think they consider the rock on the left side, the red one as well. I mean, this looks quite attractive, you know, for, I think there are many options now, and maybe Niklas Edin prefers for the moment just put one in front.
Yes.
Nu har han skjutning för... Ja. Den är inte röra sig. Jag tänkte även om man gör den så får man bort. Då har vi frysning där och där. Okej. Så var det ganska exakt. Det gäller pangan ner där nu, men det känns... Han ska ändå bort med alla tre. Kör den här frysen, det är bra.
Well, they're a bit... I think they're hesitating. They don't want to...
I think they wait one more.
They want to make sure that the situation doesn't get worse after that rock.
Afterwards they let the Swiss team actually acting in a way that they could now more or less...
8! Ingenting. Inte dött. 8! 4! 8! Bara 8!
What a curl.
Yeah, I think it's not enough, right?
Yeah, it looks close. Looks close. Looks pretty close. Yeah. They seem quite happy again.
Marcha bien acelerada, el día por lo.
In other words, if he would open, he still tries that the red one in the middle center house would move a bit on the left side, right?
Yeah. Actually, puzzled.
Because now
I'm hesitating between what you could do there, actually, really.
Yeah, because the angle is more or less that the red one would go right away on the.
Yeah.
That's what he indicates just now.
There's a possibility to play a double on the reds with this red that Peter is just showing right now, but that's very risky. He was showing the hit and roll right here. There's the possibility to maybe hit a hack weight on the red one that was just thrown on the center line and roll to the left and bump around those rocks at the back. I don't really know exactly what to do there personally.
Well, as you said, I think
it's a good call though to get rid of that red one there.
The risk. What is the risk you have is not.
Well, the risk is to be wide and jam it onto the yellow, and then they would put a guard. So that's what you don't want. I think if you hit it on the nose, you're pretty good actually, because then you'll have a good opportunity to play run back with the right angle. Here's Peter to Cruz. Third and skipping.
Oh!
He jams.
Yeah, that was not really the intention.
Yeah, well.
It was a nice curl, huh?
I think he was a bit slow there.
Yeah.
And now suddenly the situation is getting a bit tricky there. Knowing the power that the Swedish can put in the rocks. I don't think though they could get, well, yeah. I think actually that red is finally not such a bad position for De Cruz, the red on the left-hand side biting the 8-foot, because I think if he throws a rocket onto those yellows, the red one would end up on this, or the yellow one would end up on the red.
Rullar vi upp lite grann så är den här ganska given för hand då.
Yeah,
Om jag tar ganska tjockt.
If I were him, I'd maybe try that bullet. At least it would look good.
You know that Niklas is a very specialist of bullets, right?
Yeah, exactly. He likes them.
Eller 4, inte lätt. Nej. Har vi någon guard som är bra? De har ju där för att ligga 2 då.
I just don't know how to get rid of the 2 yellow. When you have a bullet that they still will stay there. So now I think they...
Skickar vi på den här så borde vi få bort de 2 i alla fall. Den där ryker också då. Ja.
But maybe Niklas tries to go straight on the yellow one. I mean on direct and not move through his red one. This is what they indicate.
Jag kan bara sticka där då alltså. Så. Ganska tjock träff. Hoppas på att få mer röd där.
So I think this is what he wants to do, or he'll go through his red one.
Gå på egen eller?
Yeah.
And bump straight into the yellow ones. Could be very interesting. Because
so it's like it's coming fast.
Matt. Yup, hands up. Yup, yup. Hårt!
Pretty good. It's pretty good. They're lying shot. They're frozen. They're guarded. That's pretty good.
So I think now their idea is to put a draw, yeah, like in the center.
Six, draw to the button. Ouais, qui gagne quoi. Ouais. Ça va vite là.
So we're having now Benoît
Pas
Schwarz.
encore trop vite non plus. Hein. Fast 15 là.
He's still very young,
15
playing the
division is
fourth,
strong. No, finir.
but having already experience by being alternate in different teams, and now last year being the bronze medal of the World Championship.
Cinq! Vitesse.
5, 6, 6.
Vitesse. T-line.
On est bien. Toute seule, toute seule.
And there we go.
All right.
So
Combien? Well, actually, Edin could throw a bullet on that red one he was showing there. Could get rid of all the yellows, it seems.
well, I mean, I think he tries. He tries to go on the front right, tap it, power with force, right? Yeah, exactly like that, and go right away straight to the yellow, and it's possible. That could be a nice surprise.
Okay, let's wait for it.
So we are ready.
It's coming really fast.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hard! 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 Hard!
All right.
Well,
Great shot. So they're lying
they
4
are
now.
4 lying, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see that Edin didn't lose really much of his shape there. Lying 4, so Benoît now just has to do exactly the same draw.
Interesting. What did you see? How they touched each other? He
Double
could
kissed.
Yep.
Yeah, Peter can only appreciate the shot. Well, beauty of the shot. Of course, that's really really well played. And now we'll see if Benoît can hold the pressure. He usually can. Basically exactly the same shot what he just played before.
Exactly. But it's not so easy.
If he misses it, it'd be game over. So.
Attendez!
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Super seem quite happy about it.
Whoa.
It looks pretty good.
And perfect. Very nice.
Well, all right, that's really well played. Congratulations, Benoît, there on that one. So he held the pressure, great sweeping, and so it's 1-0 for Team de Cruz, team from Geneva, against the Swedes of Niklas Edin.
Alltså. Ja. Distract.
No board break.
So we are here at the current Champions Tour. After one end is 1-0. Was very interesting first end. It's nice to see this already interesting situation we had.
Yeah, well, we'll hope that this end will be just as interesting as the first one there, because that game started really well. We're actually quite glad that Benoit made his shot, because the game is still tight. So at least starts quite well, because the Cruz alright, just play the rock in the house. Edin plays his corner guard, try and see if he can get something out of it. And now Valentin will play a guard on their own rock. And so we see Claudio Petz and Benoit on the sweeping.
Well, I take this occasion to comment a bit the other games, I mean the other teams. At the start there were 20 teams in 4 groups. So each team had 4 round-robin games, and some groups have been already finished. Just to tell you the teams who have qualified. In Group B, for instance, there is world champion team Ulsrud, which out of 4 games he had 4 wins, so he's qualified, as well as the young team Pfister from Switzerland. So they are the 2 who are in the quarterfinal. In Group A is very interesting, because we got 3 teams with 3 wins out of 4 games. It's Drozdov of Russia, Laycock, Canada, and Michel from Switzerland. Now, I think, but I'm not so sure, but I think that through the LSD that would be decisive, that Drozdov from Russia plus Michel from Switzerland would be qualified, but we will get the confirmation from the head office here in Baden. Then in Group C is that what we are seeing now, there is already qualified Niklas Edin team with the Cruz. So both have so far 3 games and 3 wins, so there will be decisive after that game who won 4 times. So the other teams in that group, like Attinger, Snizil or Baumann from Germany, they are still playing, but okay, this is more that they can play for the positions of the group. And in Group D is very interesting too. This is what we showed this morning, the game Ruch against Freiberger, that here still many possibilities are open. Qualified in this group is already the Scottish team of David Murdoch with 3 wins. But behind you have a really bulk of teams like Ruch with 2 wins, and then Stierne, Freiberger and Van Dorp with 1 win. So there at least Team Ruth or Team Stierne can qualify themselves for the quarterfinals as well. So we can say that 7 out of 8 teams we already know from the qualification, and the 8th will be decided during this game, during this time. Later on we will switch to the other scoreboards, but for the moment we focus again on the game of Edin against the Cruz.
Yeah, Peter playing with a bit of risk there, playing the guards instead of the open hit. Well, it's for our pleasure, we'll say. And, well, the guard just over-curling slightly at the end. And now, well, I think Edin has got a shot to play at it.
So Christian Lidström played 3rd last year, now playing 2nd. Oh, he's not so happy.
Well, he didn't get the run back the way he wanted it. Also, Peter playing a guard again. See Benoit in the house there.
What?
So in your case, you would play differently in that case. I mean, you said you would play now differently, or you would play there?
No, both are right. It's just that this call is a bit more risky than the other one. Than playing just an open hit and go for some kind of zero or something.
In bien!
Well, basically he's trying to steal in a way.
In bien!
We'll see how it will. This end will just be concluded with a few last rocks. It will really depend what Edin will have left to play on what is going to happen. If it's going to be really attempt for a steal, or yeah, we're trying to let them down to 1 or 0. Oscar Eriksson also very performant on big hits.
Whoa! Whoa!
So we go. Here we go again.
Même chose, hein. Proche aussi ou un peu plus loin quand même.
All right, so Peter is going to throw the guard again. Good shot from Peter. And now finally Edin once again go for the ask Oscar Eriksson for the run back.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
So really the two teams just playing always the same shot, running out of rocks, and now we're going to get close to the crucial moment.
Ah, ouais.
That's actually a very important shot.
Pas extrêmement plus. Enfin, c'est assez rapide, quoi. Ouais, c'est rapide, super rapide.
So he informs himself about the speed of the...
Yeah, they're saying that the ice was quite fast. Anyway, it's the side where he just played his draw there, so...
So communication is very important in a team.
Yeah.
Do you have the impression that they give more handle?
Well, I don't know. I think that they're trying to have a classical release in a way that you want the rock to do about 3 to 4 rotations before it stops. So Benoit slightly over curling, I would say, but really slightly over curling. I mean, so I think Edin will go once again for the big weight.
Nästan optimalt att sätta den där. Spela på den här bort med centergarden. Bara få träff på någon av dem. Där är i alla fall den där full 4 borta.
And once again, big weight. So he was quite successful in the previous end with his big weight. Man, it nearly, well, we could say he played already a run back triple.
It will be straight on the nose.
Yeah. Well, if he gets us straight on the nose, I think that we'll just see a I mean, if he makes the rock perfectly, so he gets rid of all the yellows, we'll just see Benoit removing the red in the house. Looks close. A bit unlucky there because the yellow one's just not going out. So that's gonna, the guard is there. So
that was the risk, because if he wants to put on a nose, this guard will keep for sure.
Benoit was saying there that they have to be careful where they find the position, because you don't want to leave him actually a double on the two yellows. So yeah, that's why he's showing really the top of the forefoot, not fully inside.
Ja. Alltså tiran gäller dubbel. Ouais, justement. Bon, je sais pas s'il le fait, mais... Ouais, mais c'est quand même poil moins. Juste au-dessus. Bon, même vitesse, hein. Fast. Presque.
Yeah, they were talking about the positioning of the rock, where it should be in the house, the speed about which Benoit is supposed to throw. Same speed, well, more or less, kind of. So...
Set!
Well, they're calling it T-line.
Six!
They're calling it top 4 T-line.
Six!
They're saying it's fast enough.
Tout seul.
So it's got a curl. It's got a curl. I think they're just going to try and get it as far as they can now.
Okay.
All right, so that's, I'll say, a usual shot for a skip. Draw to the forefoot. Oh, not the hardest one he'll get though, because it's we can say that it's open and that there's a perfect backing. Basically, he just has to throw a T-line, and if he's on the broom, I mean, his sweeper can really just take care of the direction if you need it. So yeah. Release the rock and leave it to the sweepers, more or less.
Well, but it's still an attractive game. I mean, the second end was very nice situations too.
Well, we're heading for a 1-1.
Wow. Trygg.
They look convinced of the line there. It's a bit fast, but that will be fine. The backing was there, and that's going to be 1-1. So we're going to be starting the third end, and tied game. The Swiss team here, the Cruz, has the last rock.
So we have two ends. It's 1-1. The hammer goes to Team de Cruz, and maybe we can take a switch to the other scoreboards. There we go. We have on sheet number 1 Edin against Baumann. As we said, this is more a position game. Both have played well, but have not qualified. On sheet number 2 is what we have said. This is the only group still open for the 8th team to qualify. Team Rouge, who just won this morning game, is leading 1-0 against Murdoch. Murdoch is already qualified, so it depends on the Team Rouge to qualify for the quarterfinal. Then our featured game, and on sheet number 4 we have Stierna already leading 3-1 against Team Freiberger. So in other words, when Team Stierna wins and Team Bruch loses, so Team Stierna will be qualified for the quarterfinal. But this is still the beginning of the games. We are just 2 ends, so we will look again later on. So coming back to the Baden Masters, is a really important tournament. So all the big teams coming and joining for the beginning of the season. I mean, we have end of August. I just had a talk with the Swedish team. They just said that they begin to train on ice just 2 weeks ago. So they have no facilities in Sweden to train during summertime. Here in Switzerland we have 3 facilities. One of them is here in Baden, where teams are able to train during summertime. So in other words, when it's very hot outside, you refresh yourself in the ice stadium, either here in Baden, another one is in m.baden, which actually they have now a tournament right away, and the third one is in the eastern part of Switzerland in Wildhaus.
Yeah, 2 mountain places.
So Roger, I have seen you playing all the time. Good training. I thought you must be in a very good curling situation, right?
Oh yeah, I've been practicing like hell the whole summer there. So right now, yeah, we're waiting to have ice there in Geneva.
Well, Geneva is now very big in the media because they have a new hall. Very beautiful, huh?
Yeah, it's very nice so far.
Okay. So they open up now, or what?
Yeah, well, we're waiting to have. I don't know. They're going to prepare the ice sooner or later, and we're going to have the start of the season. Oh, that's a great shot. Good run back. And well, Team de Cruz in a relatively fine situation. The problem we have is those 2 center guards. They didn't really take that good positioning there, but those 2 rocks of Valentin behind the T line, that's never good, even if right now they're lying shot.
Yes.
Längre. Japp! 4. Bara fart, linjen är bra. 4. Och 4 till.
So after this game there's a break of roughly 1.5 hours, and they right away have to play again in the quarterfinals, which will be at 8 p.m. So both teams you see now, they have to play again tonight. This is certainly quite heavy because after a game like that they usually need to relax a little bit, because especially the 2 sweepers they do a big effort. So yeah, they have to play again at 8 tonight, and tomorrow morning we have the quarterfinals, the semi-finals at 9 a.m. Let me see it, and the final at 1:30. So there was another heavy takeout.
Jag gillar nog taken nu, ja. Okej. 10. Dubbla dem där. Chappen är okej också.
Yeah. So now Edin has that good rock there in the center. Try and build something out of it. I think he's really going to get the steal situation now.
10. Lite mjukt. Lite mjukt, 10. Ja! Hårt! Hårt! Hårt!
Ooh, that was not what they wanted. Ay.
That's more or less a catastrophe.
Split.
Yeah, like Benoit said, split. Or
I thought he wanted to take out the yellow rock. but he curls too much, so now he took his own one because the weight was backside, so not that what he wanted. Opens now wide for the Cruz, having the hammer. Could be now very interesting, right?
Yeah, well now they decide not to remove that guard or to move it around, so they're going to try and take position behind it first. They really have to make sure that they're not behind the T line.
Yep.
That's really the first thing to pay attention to.
Okay, set.
Like you said, not behind the T line, but I think he's already...
Yeah. Well,
it looks okay.
It looks alright. Oh, it's fast, they're saying. Well, I mean, even if the line's good, I mean, it's alright. That's exactly where you don't want it.
Yeah.
Now it's in a really good position for the Swedish team. Oh, he's looking at the double. He could actually go. Well,
it's working.
He could go for the double because they don't have the last draw. But at some point, I mean, he can just go for the draw on it. Simple, cold draw. Going for a big weight.
But I believe that the double is still easier than the draw, I would say.
Anywhere at the top of the forefoot is fine. So. I think that Peter probably would have played the draw, and Edin, who likes the hits more. Looks pretty good. All right, great shot. It's probably half open. Oh,
no, it's but we have seen that the curl comes very nice, you know. If he could tap, but at the other hand, then Niklas just can play what Benoit plays, you know.
Well, what they were talking about was there to play a split on the guard, and if you end up wide on it, then you end up on the red behind. So it looks like he's going to play some backline weights. Yeah. Yeah, they're talking about the weight. Ben was saying that the rock is still quite far from the house.
Ouais, 10. En tout cas, moi je mettrais une bille de plus, mais un peu plus.
Yeah, they think they're talking about having some more or less a backline weight. So if you get the split, get both of them.
Backline!
Oh, is it over curling?
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
A lot.
I think Benno is to get a more or less nose hit. The speed was perfect, really. It just over curled. Not in face, probably. Valentin was already saying, I'd rather put a bit more. They put a bit more, but probably not enough, or he was just a bit inside.
But did you see how he overcurls? You almost could stop before, and you could tap the yellow one into the center.
Yeah, well, they tried to get it the way they wanted, and it failed. So.
But I
mean, that's the problem with those kinds of shots, is that there, if you wanted to miss, you had to miss wide. So he could have allowed himself a bit more ice to make sure. Because if he's wide on the guard, I mean, like, we're talking, of course, about like 3 centimeters wide, he would have been on the red one behind, which wouldn't have been so bad. Missing on the inside there is really not really what you would have wanted. Only you leave the center guard when you have the last rock, but on top of that, I mean, you're really not creating any danger for your opponent, who now has actually a really good situation to steal.
So only just two rocks before, we said more the position was in favor of the Cruz, so you see how fast the game can change. Huh?
Well, 1 rock behind the T-line, that's enough, huh?
Yeah, as you said, right?
Full up top! Ingen bite 4. Linjen är lugn.
Full 8.
Lugn då.
Bite 4.
Behöver curla.
Oh.
Kom med.
Bite 8.
Okej.
Bite 8.
Bra linje.
Bite 4. Bite 4.
Lägga bra nu.
Det ska ligga 2. Bite 4. Kör.
Bra linje. Kom igen.
För linje också nu. Kör.
Hela vägen in.
Gå.
They want to be shot. They want to be hidden. I think they're half hidden in their second shot right now.
Yep. Shot in second.
Oh no, they're not really hidden though. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try for a double.
Om de säger så att vi måste gå för att annars har vi linjen. Alltså vi måste gå för linjen. Då har de kört tidigare. Och fått den längre ner. Men det blir som att nu tog jag var för fart. Ja. Och så med farten är lugn. Jag säger en linje efter det. Så det kan inte alls.
Okej. Ouais, je vois 3 quarts, 4 cinquièmes.
He says he sees about 3/4, 4/5 out of it. I think that's enough to do the double.
Yeah. Question is just what weight he comes now for the double.
Yeah, they're going for a normal takeout. That's about 10.5 seconds from hog to hog. So I know that in Canada, normal takeout means quite a fast one. In Europe, it means normal.
Just a little bit.
Wide.
Just a little bit.
Well, nice try.
Yeah.
And now Edin will try and replace his rock. Well, in a better position this time. He doesn't want to leave him a double because there's a possible 5 actually.
Well, I think now there's a bit more ice as before. But okay, he expects that there's a more curl coming in, so he will place.
He has to hide at least 1/3 at least of his rock. If he can hide half or something and be shot there top 4, that would be a really good shot.
Kommer kalla med.
Släpp. Linjen är bra. 8. Lugn. Ni har den. 8. Behöver curla.
Behöver curla.
Behöver ligga bättre än de här 2 dock.
Behöver curla. Kommer nu. Med klippa. Bite 4.
Jag kör nu.
Perfekt linje.
Inte för långt.
Jag vill gömma lite grann också.
He's quite satisfied with it.
Järnet tippa!
Whoa. Yeah, don't want to sweep it too much there.
Man kallar ingenting.
Well, you have 2 possibilities. Either you stop or you put it on a freeze, right?
I think the double's there actually. If they can see half of that rock, that's way enough to do the double. But you have to throw really hard. I think the double's there.
In other words, the yellow one has to
yeah.
hit on the left side of the.
Yeah, on the left really hard.
Yep. So the I mean. Exactly. Even maybe the yellow could go out, but they would still have 4.
Well, at least have 3 or something. If he does it perfectly, they would have maybe 2 or at least 2. Okay, let's really make sure 2. I think probably 3.
It could be 4.
Maybe
No.
4. We'll see.
Because there's a 4th one down. You see.
Yeah, but it might. One of the reds might jam on it.
Yep, that's possible. Yep, I see it right away. Okay, let's.
So big shot. I think a slight mistake from the Swedes. Really hard weight from Benoit.
But they begin
Whoa!
already.
It looks quite good.
There we go.
Yeah. 3, I would say.
So what happened with the eyes?
Yeah, we didn't see that one on the screen.
Just 2.
So yeah, that was 2. 2 for
Yes,
sure.
exactly like you said.
Yeah, 2 for sure, they got that. So, great shot from Benoit. And
Förvirrande för mig och Krippan.
so,
Jag visste inte vad vi skulle göra.
2 for Team de Cruz.
Både linjen och fram trodde vi att det var linjen.
And they take a good lead now.
Det är viktigt att dra den alltså, så vi låg. Vi kunde inte lämna den kort. Liksom.
That was an important shot.
På fyrfoten. Vi kan aldrig hamna kort liksom.
Vi missbedömde lite i farten, men första främst var så här, fan. Men där kunde vi ha bytt fortsatt liksom. Nej, precis. Ja.
Ganska rakt där han och kallar in mer förmodligen är banan lite. Vi får vara noggrannare i allting i sättningar och allting.
Katsank!
So, after 3 ends here at the Curling Champions Tour in Baden, Switzerland, 3-1 for Team de Cruz. Hammer goes to Team Edin. Once again, a very open end. Interesting, right?
Flätan.
So
Yeah,
they
great shot at the
really,
end.
really like to show something to the people here. So if you have any question about the game or about Roger, just feel free to send your comments right away at your commentary on the right side at the YouTube live coverage.
Yeah, we're not on Laula TV anymore. We're on YouTube.
Well,
That's the new change of this season.
it was already partly last season at the end.
Yeah.
Är det som flaggen? Okej, som jag.
Robin! 8. 8, 9, 16.
9.
Valentin is a bit fast there. They were calling it behind the tee line with a little rub. It just stays in front of it. Well, Sweden just playing a second corner guard.
Jämn höjd. Jämn höjd.
Håll i.
Ja, bra.
And now Team de Cruz playing defensive. Just going for the peel.
Elva.
Well.
So do you think now there's a bit change in the strategy of the game?
Yeah. Well, now de Cruz took a 2-point lead. I think maybe they just want to play a simple end, you know, just to get the game go a bit faster. Not take any risks. I mean, despite the fact they're winning, I mean, in the first end they were facing 4. In the third end they had 2 shots in the forefoot against them before Benoit came up to throw. So it's not like if it were just an easy game for them. I think just making sure to keep the score the way it is right now is not a bad idea. I think if they can ever manage to force Edin to score 1, that would be perfect. So if they just do a hit and stay and avoid leaving doubles, I mean, that's probably what's going to happen so far. So
Ja. 8. Ja. Ligga kvar i boten viktigaste. Kan vi lira innan?
So what they are saying, Roger,
Ja, det är
is,
sämre.
knowing all these
Spelar ingen roll.
languages, so you will tell me.
he was talking about playing a double takeout on the yellow.
8. Något hårt.
Yes.
Japp. Wow. Japp.
So
Wow. Wow.
here we are.
Ouais, je pense. Hein.
Une deuxième. Le problème avec la deuxième, c'est que s'il fait ça, on est dans la merde.
Moi, je suis d'accord, ouais. Une garde, ça mettrait.
So we're saying, oh, well, guard is fine for us. Let's just guard it. Well, why not?
Moitié sur la rouge, quoi.
I mean, they want
Comme ça, tu
to.
préfères.
They say they want to
bon?
half guard the red,
Ouais.
something like that. Just something. Just be in front of that red. That's all. The other option, I think, would have been just to split the house.
Ouais. D'accord. Non. Pas trop, non.
Just clear to Cruz.
Lean one.
Here's a very
Lean
nice
one.
sliding.
I was thinking exactly the same thing. Yeah.
Ça devrait trop curler. Ça devrait trop curler un peu. Wow.
Benoit says it should curl too much. So they just leave it die. And I think it's actually quite good. It's from what they wanted to play.
Fight 4 är längd. Ja. Hur lång kan den vara? Mitt åt fot. Nej. Åtta fight 4. Lugna. Linjen är bra. 8. Ja. Mitt fot foten. Bara fart, bara fart. 8. Skär nu. Hårt! En sticker. Hårt. Hårt! Efter det. Fortsätt. Kom
I had the impression that suddenly the curl was very strong.
Yeah.
Höll sopen framför med ganska bra tryck.
So obviously this one needs to be removed,
Yeah. Well,
but if possible on the nose.
it's quite a tricky shot. You're not allowed to be wide, and you don't have much margin for error. So you're just going to put another guard. Starts to get a bit risky there, I think.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
Yeah, the obvious, I think the best call is just that hit on the nose. Just gotta make sure that you hit it on the nose, not on the outside.
Bon hack.
Ouais. Ok, boum!
Attention. Attention. Non, rien. Non, balle.
It's nice. Very nice. It was the exact weight for having this takeout because he needs this curl.
That's a good shot.
Now I think it's always that
Vi måste göra den ändå. Ja.
Team Edin tries maybe look for a double. I think this one needs to
Lite
remove
dryg
too
normalt
as
så vi blir
well.
kvar här. Okej.
I mean, he's not that big
Höga
risk
8 då.
that
9 blank.
in
Får du
removing
exakt
the yellow
rätt
one,
där?
that possibilities to
Borde
have a
ja,
double
8,5 borde vara
is
kvar
quite
på,
high, you know.
på gränsen. Tar det lite tunt så rullar vi av i alla fall. Ja. Men dubbeln är det viktigaste, då har vi skotten där i alla fall. Ja, kör en mjuk 8, hård 9 då. Ja.
So, we got a question from Marcus Scorebold saying who will win this tournament. Well, when I see the previous games, I think Team Usrud has a real nice impression. I mean, they played 4 times, won 4 times, still heading that the team is quite strong. But I think we have here 2 teams too, like Edin or the Cruz, where I think they could be the winner of the tournament as well. So, Roger, what is your...
It's hard to say really always because I could see in the in like the teams that you named in the semifinals, I would say, and then after, you know, it always depends. It's one game. I think that Team de Cruz has an advantage because they were training a lot in that ice. You cannot forget also Saint Michel. So I don't know. I'd go for Team de Cruz because they're Mike's partners.
So this is not an obvious opinion.
Yeah,
it's a pre-o.
Everybody knows I'm not objective, so it's okay.
Well, maybe the interesting thing is that I can help you, maybe Marcus, a bit, that in the quarterfinals there will be the winner of B against A, Group A. In other words, Ulsrud will play, I think, against Drostov or Michael, because, as I said, we have to look about the LSD because both have 3 wins out of 4 games. So in other words, that the winner of this game here, what we are looking, Edin against the Cruz, I think the winner will play against either Team Rouge or Team Sierne, while the second position of this game, I mean the team who will lose will probably play against Murdoch of Scotland. But as I said, there are all speculations, but we will see it right away after this game. And at 8 o'clock we will feature 1 game of this quarterfinal.
Yeah, so as we can see there, Edin went for a draw there after a Penwa's shot actually picked up something to end up buried really well.
Okay.
Yeah, and will Edin get the same? Well, Ben was saying that they can go for it, take it out. They could play like a backline weight. Just make sure.
Non, la même. Faut jouer la même. Ouais, moi je crois.
Well, there's all the time a problem with the dirt on the ice, especially when you see they're playing now, since 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I mean, every 2 hours they clean the ice, but nevertheless, it's...
well, despite all what you do, I mean, it's something that you'll never manage to get rid of. I mean, there's always something. There's always something that at some point will get on the ice, and you know, all those teams always, you know, they sweep everything. They often just leave the broom to clean in front of the rock, even if they don't sweep. I mean, they just keep the ice clean. But even with all those precautions, I mean, generally you get one of them.
Bravo!
So that one needs still curl.
It's pretty good.
Oh. Nice in here.
Oh. I think though Edin has theoretically a possibility for 2. Yeah, that's what Ben was saying. It's not that great. I think he can score 2.
So it would be wise to freeze it.
Well, I mean, it would have been better if it had been maybe 10 centimeters further the way it is right now. But I mean, it's still a really difficult shot for Edin. It's still really tough. I mean,
he needs a big curl. The rock of Edin. No?
He really has to be just, I don't know, back 8 weight, manage to push it just out of the forefoot, stay in the forefoot himself. Well, it's makeable, I think. At least he's going to go for it. Also, he has to make sure he gets a 1. Keep the game tight. You don't want to start losing 3 points.
Begin to sweep quite early, huh?
Stress.
Lite kort.
Looks close. Looks pretty good. Is he gonna make it? Oh, that's a beauty though. But it's just one. That's really sad. Great effort by the Swedes, but that was no reward.
But it was almost the only possibility to get into this situation that the curl is, the weight was fine too, you know.
So Team Cruz quite confident. There's really good team spirit in there. A lot of experience together. And besides Claudio Petz, who is I think from Zurich, the whole team comes from Geneva. So playing in the same club since I don't know how many years. But
so 4 ends are played. Score is 3-2 for Team de Cruz. The hammer goes to the Swiss team. And let's switch to the other scoreboard to take a look what is going on there. So here we have 2-1 of Baumann against Attinger. Tight game as well. Then the Swiss team Ruth against Murdoch, well, it's 1-1 after 4 ends. Very tight. Hammer is on the roof.
That's it.
Our feature game 4-1. Oh, it's 4-1. I thought this is another one. 3-3 is here.
That's
Freiberger has stolen 2 rocks.
Oh, that's the sheet where the guys who score big points in the first end get caught up. Well,
now I don't know if my scoreboard is wrong or that one of 2. I was thinking that that was a rock. I don't know. See, begin. I think they put it wrong on the scoreboard. You see, the team Sweden begins.
No. The Cruz already threw rock.
Alrighty.
Let's keep showing it again.
Ah, yeah. Okay. So, did you see that the shot was on the? I thought that was still the shot was on Niklas Edin.
No, they pointed the yellow one in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to change. So what do you think now? 4-1. It's a nice
Well, the Cruz in a good situation now. I mean, they have a 3-point lead. And yeah, they have that with 4 ends to be played. Sorry. Well, if they can force Edin to 1 now, that would be really good. And they can have the last round in the 6th score in that one. Even if they score only 1, they'll take back their 3-point lead. They can give back 2 in the 7th, and they'll have 1-point lead with the last rock in the 8th. So that's perfect.
So you already calculate the whole game, huh?
Yeah, that's basically what they have to do. So force a 1, take 1, leave 2, win. Well, that's the hardest way to win it.
It's the theory.
In theory, yeah. Otherwise, you can steal 4 and then steal 6 and then just shake hands also.
Well, maybe in order to save some efforts, because they have to play again at 8.
Yeah, well, the ideal would be to win the faster the better, indeed, yeah. I agree.
So again, Christian Lindström, second.
Karla betydligt mer dock.
So in about 1 week, the team Sweden will go to Canada already now. And then for, let's say, 1 week, as they told me, and then they will stay maybe 1 week in Sweden. And they will go for another 3 weeks to Canada. They will join the Swiss Cup here in Basel in October. And then there will be the European Championship in Champéry, where they have to do a kind of qualification game against team, another team in Sweden. Now I just don't get the name. And it was Christian Lindström who told me too that they are now around 150 days out of home, doing all these tournaments and championships, and having a bit Christmas time in Sweden, but then again going on.
Starting to get just like tennis. You can see Benoit sweeping the rock to make sure that it doesn't remain behind the tee line. It's better to get it out than behind the tee line. Actually, except in very specific situations, it's always bad to have a rock behind the tee line.
Ouais.
So no more guards. Now Edin playing that, how to say, it's got a new strategy, is just to draw actually behind rocks that are in the house, use them as guards. You see Oscar Eriksson there.
Bak 8. Bak 4. Bak 4. Bak 8. Ser lite kortare ut. Ja, ja, 10. Hårt. Kör, kör, kör. Kom igen. Kom igen, ända ner. Kör på nu bara.
It's pretty good.
Aldrig
To get away. So there's an example where maybe you want to rock behind the tee line. It's because you want to get it buried behind the rocks in front.
Ja, bra.
So Edin is actually in a pretty good situation now. He has 2 rocks in the house. He just has to find a way to get rid of that yellow. At least he's lying shot.
Ça? Ouais, c'est pas mal, ouais. Ouais, c'est clair. C'est bien.
So this is an interesting call what he's doing now.
Is that hit and roll?
But would you do that now in this situation that
Attention, plutôt 11.
What? Oh!
wow.
It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
I think now the Swedes can. Yeah, well, they're going for a freeze. I think that's quite a good call. More or less. The other option is hit and roll, but I think he's keeping that for later. If he plays a good angle freeze, he not only covers his own red rock, but forces the Swiss to remove their own yellow rock if they want to get their Swedish red rock out.
12!
Kör då för linje också.
Nära!
Ner på fys, kom igen. Ser okej ut, va? Vinden är bra nu. Precis full 8, Krille. Vinden är bra, bara fart. Ingen dött. Krippa har den, limma dit.
Ja, gärna. Ja, det är bra.
Ja.
Yeah.
I think that's isn't that like a perfect shot? I think it's perfect. Yeah, well played. So that's exactly what they wanted. Peter says, "Oh, it doesn't matter.
Wrong player."
Bam.
Yep. Get rid of. Never mind about his one, huh?
Yeah. Bellato saying it's actually Benoit's turn to play.
So actually, it was,
yeah, it was
the Sweden team telling them actually you should play now, right? So Benoit said thank you to the guys.
Yeah.
So Peter was that involved in his.
Yeah, I was actually wondering why was Oscar already behind if Peter was still playing. And, but yeah, indeed. It happens to everybody can make mistakes.
Oh, they are good friends. You know, they know each other, and just before the game, when they had to wait, they joke around, and it was really nice. The two teams, I mean, they know each other, and yeah, on ice, okay, you are kind of adversary, but then after that, you're again friend. You know, I mean, this is the.
There's only those 2 hours where you hate the other guy.
You don't show it, but you hate it, right?
Yeah, you really hate them. If they win. So, well, it seems like they're kind of giving them 2, more or less. I mean, unless there's a mistake, a pick, or if Edin falls down, I mean, they should score 2 now. Or of course,
well, I think Benno will try for a double.
Yeah, we'll see where he places it.
Foten. Där är den. Kort. Pounda. Håll i den. Linjen är bra.
Gärna. Janne. Janne, kom.
Right.
Janne. Allt.
So they're leaving a double.
12.
I mean, at least they should try.
Well, I mean, that's
looks-
basically the only shot they have. I mean,
It looks nice. It looks okay. I mean, it looks.
it's a nose hit.
Yeah.
So Edin not really forcing really difficult shots there. Well, I mean, okay, it's double, but we really could have played that one a bit better. I mean, just half hidden would have been enough. So now they're just hoping that. Oh, it looks wide.
Yeah.
They're looking at the other angle. That's what Ben was asking his sweepers, and finally he makes it. Yeah. So.
But did you see it was not that much passing the front yellow? Huh?
Yep. Well, that's the result that counts. Yeah, Benoit, right after releasing that rock, was already saying, "Hey, maybe we should get it the other way around."
They do very hard. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Well.
Okay, so that's another handshake. Swedes have enough. All right. Well, okay. That's a steal of 2.
Kan dra en så har vi den gjord i alla fall. Får vi se om de säger något. Is it LSD? LSD?
So there were 2 at the end, which leading 6-1.
This one.
Yeah, maybe before the money. Last.
Yeah, so I think that actually Edin and his team being a bit wanting to keep their forces for the important quarterfinal this evening. Didn't really want to give in all their forces right now.
So now they're doing the LSD. Just to give you a bit the figures of Edin so far. They are not so good. I mean, the first 3 games they had an LSD average of about 96, and now you see here again it's passing. So he probably will not improve his LSD. And when you see now Team the Cruz doing the LSD, they are very strong. They got an average of 3.3.
Yeah, so that was it.
So we just watch quick the LSD. And then
He doesn't know what pressure means.
So we will just follow quick the LSD of the Team de Cruz. As we said, they have a very nice average. And well, then we will take a look about the scoreboards. what's going on. Okay, we can look now. It's 3-2, Edin against Baumann. Still an open game. Here, Team Murdoch has stolen one rock of leading 2-1. Still open as well. Then that is the game we have seen, and now we look Benoit Schwarz. Is this the usual case that all the time the number 4 or the skip is?
It tends to be a habit, I think. I think it's you know, often when they do the practices before the games, like when there's a world championship, it's good for the skip to practice his draw weight, so you know, just in case. So that's
well, here we go.
That's perfect.
This is again a 0.0, and they did it already in round 2. So he has still a great average.
The average will be of 1 centimeter and 10, I think, more or less.
Well, he had in the first room 6.6, then 0, and now the 1 will be eliminated, which is 95. So he has a 6.6, 3.3 divided by 3, 1.1, as you say.
1.1.
Okay, and then we switch to the sheet number 4 of Stierne against Freiberg. Well, it's still 3-3. So as we said, in this group, D still not decided who will qualify as the 8th team. But for the game we have seen, Edin against Cruz, both teams are qualified. So Roger, we will cover again at 8 p.m. the quarterfinals, which we have to wait what will be the teams playing at each other, because we have to wait till the features games will be finished. In the meantime, thank you very much.
Yeah, it was always a pleasure.
And on the name of Curling Champions Tour Live Production, thank you very much for your attention, and hope to see you again in roughly 2 hours for the quarterfinal game. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Best greetings. Thank you. See you later.